everybody doing tonight? It is a great night over here, and pretty busy day, so figured I would stop and share with you guys, do some show and tell, do my normal talk about this and that and all that good stuff. So I picked up some stuff, went over to a Books A Million store that's somewhat close to me. It's not really close, but we were taking the kids to Legoland and all that cool stuff, and they just so happened to have a Books A Million inside the same mall, so I was pretty happy about that. I like to check it out from time to time, and I found some good stuff, which I'm always surprised at how many people say, you cannot find anything good. Stores are picked clean by everybody else before I even get there. And I'm like, every time I go somewhere, I find some stuff worth picking up. Some stuff that's actually worth quite a bit, and stuff that's just awesome. And people are always griping and bitching, and I just don't understand it. It's either lack of knowledge on the books that they're picking up, or they really, really don't know what they're looking for. Or they're not patient. I guess that's another thing. People just don't like to dig. I love to go through boxes. I'll go through an entire section of long boxes if I can find some cool stuff. If I know that it hasn't been picked clean, or even if I think like there's a good chance that some stuff has been missed. I mean, I show you guys constantly the indie gold that I find that's worth, picking up constantly, or I show you hot release books that are really going up in value, or whatever. It's out there. You just have to be patient. You have to know what you're looking for, and if you don't, hit people up. Watch these videos. I've said that before as well. Watch these videos from other people. If you don't even want to watch mine, it's cool. I appreciate everybody that does watch my videos, though. So thank you again for everybody out there that watched. And I will continue to make sure that I'm sharing with you guys tips, be it spec tips, be it how-to tips, be it any kind of thing that I can think of. And, let's get on with it. So before I show off my books, I just wanted to show something else that I like to pick up whenever I'm able to find them, especially on the cheap. A lot of these types of things people just throw out there and give them away, basically. And it's non-sports cards, the hero cards and stuff. This one is an awesome suspended animation cell card of Venom. So hope you guys can see how cool that is. I mean, you can see my finger through it because it's a clear card for most of it. So really cool, and it's a 1994. And then I've got this Cable hologram, and I hope I can get an angle some way. I'll angle it different positions so that maybe it shows up, but it's a Cable card. It's a hologram card, obviously, and it's just totally cool. So love to pick those up because you can find them for just pennies on the dollar usually when you find them, and they're worth quite a bit if you grab the right ones. So just something else I like to throw in the old collections as if I don't have enough, right? So I had given a spec tip on this book, and when I went to BAM, I found it, and I was like, well, look at that. So it was definitely a no-brainer, and I picked it up quick. So Plutona #1. This one, I believe, has a movie optioned for it, so that'll be a really hot book in the near future. People will be scurrying to find this book. And, oh, the greatest part about it, I paid $1 for it. I didn't even pay cover. They had it on clearance for $1. And this book is definitely picking up steam, and you can see these overpriced. Set up on the hype book scale where people are shooting them up there, $10, $15 range. Uncanny Inhumans number 11. It's the first appearance book, so definitely worth grabbing that one. Sometimes I hate dealing with cashiers that aren't into comic books and stuff like that, because they really have no idea on how to handle your books. And this woman was just driving me crazy because she was just manhandling the crap out of these books, and she'd pull them out to flip them over to get the actual SKU to scan and all that stuff, or the UPC to scan and all that stuff. And I was like, just let me help you so you don't bend them and stuff like that. So found a copy of Walking Dead 154, first appearance of Beta. Now this is one of those books that I was just shocked to see. I mean, this has been out for a while, and for it to be still sitting on the shelf just shows you guys that you can find that kind of stuff really easy. There's another one. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 15. So, first appearance of Mary Jane, the new Iron Spider. So, great book right now. It's great cover by Alex Ross. Heating up big time. People are all scurrying to find that one and overpay for it. This one I was very happy to see as well, because I had missed this one and it had already started shooting up, and I wasn't going to pay for the prices that it was going for because I knew I'd find it. But I found 2 copies of this book. Invincible Iron Man number 9. First full appearance of Riri, I believe her name is. And I got 2 copies of that book. Very happy about that. This was another one, I believe. No, I didn't give this spec tip, but I sure would have had I thought about it. But I found a copy, and I was real happy about it as well. X-Men, Worst X-Men Ever, issue number 3. This one is the first appearance of a major character who essentially created, I believe, she's kind of like a Watcher type character that they've introduced. And in issue number 5, I guess she has a little snippet where she's like basically saying how she's kept all of the superheroes young so that they can stay relevant and always be there because the world needs them. So that's why really, like Iron Man and Captain America and all those guys just never age, because she just basically resets the clock so that they can stay around. So it's pretty cool, and that's an issue to find or look for. X-Men, Worst X-Men Ever, number 3. Good luck. It's already blowing out there. Everybody's found out about that and picking through pretty quick. Love the cover on this one. Just kind of grabbed it because it's the Vision number 9, and it's one of those books that just needed to be coming home with me because it looked awesome. She flipped another one of my books around. Hold on. Dang, manhandling woman. Alright, so I had to grab some of these. This is Walking Dead issue number 156, and it is the death of Alpha. Sorry about the spoilers on that if you hadn't seen it, but I grabbed 3 copies of it, and it's definitely going to be a heat up type situation in the near future. Alpha and beta, you know, in the comics, they're going to be a big deal, and you know, so it's always good to have something major that they're a part of, you know. And then I found a copy of Secret Wars Runaways #1. It's the BAM variant, and got it for $1. So I had to grab it for $1, right? That's all I got on my pickups. And you know, like I said, don't give up when you're at places, or even when you're going out thinking about hunting for comic books. Start thinking about places that may not get shopped as often, or go to places in less populated areas if possible, or go into malls and hit up the places that typically don't get hit as often because people like to go, you know, to you know, comic shops and stuff like that. Like BAM is a perfect example. Half Price Books is a good example. You can pick and choose your locations that you want to hit up, because some of the Half Price Books, they never have anything good. They're picked through as soon as they put stuff out, they're gone. So those are really hard unless you know the ones to hit up. Hastings, sadly, that will be a Way of the Dinosaur here in the near future, October. Remember that, guys. So go out there, make sure you're picking up your books while you can from Hastings. Hastings variants will be no more. So if you have the ability and you have a little bit extra money, go pick up some of the nice little Hastings variants that are cool looking, and you might sit on them for a little bit, because I guarantee you in the future those books are going to go up because you won't be able to find them anymore. So they're going to exchange hands at a slower rate, and people are going to be wanting them. So there's some really cool ones out there. I've had plenty that passed through my hands. I've got a bunch right now that I'm very happy I have. Gwenpool #1 variant, the color, the fade, and the full color. I mean, you know, great books to have. Obviously, the Batman Rebirth fade and color. Great books. So, those are definitely things you need to look at. Toys. I'm going to talk about toys for a minute. So, there are Mad Balls. I don't know if you guys remember the Mad Balls. They were the freaking super awesome, crazy looking rubberized balls from the 80s that had the crazy faces on them. You had like the Hornhead guy, you had Slopulus, I think his name was. There was a few of them, obviously, and they were something that a lot of kids had. Parents hated them. The 80s were great for that. They came out with a lot of top-notch cool things, and parents got to hate on all of it. So for us kids that grew up in the 80s, you know, it's definitely fun to find all that stuff again. Great news, though. They are releasing the Mad Balls vinyl Series 1 set. There's going to be a set of 3 that's coming out. And it's coming out, all it says is third quarter, which would be any time between now and the end of September. They'll release them, and it's $20 each, or $55 for the full set. You can actually go and actually pre-order them now. So if you're into those, man, check it out. And I think it's by Mondo is the company they're by. So you can look it up. Just type in Mad Ball Vinyl Series 1 and it should pull it up on Google. That's how I found them last night. So, a buddy of mine told me about them, so I had to look right away into those. those are definitely something to look at, and you know, grab them if possible. If you're into horror collectibles, action figures, stuff like that, it's gonna get really hot and heavy in the next few months, mostly up towards Halloween. It's gonna be just insane with the new stuff getting pumped out. Also told by my buddy who's huge collector of all things horror, so he was already telling me how broke he's about to be, because he has no idea how much he's going to spend, but he knows it's going to be a ton, because NEC has already been announcing that they're going to be releasing just action or figure after figure after figure. So if you're into them, get ready, because it's supposed to get crazy. You know, that's all I got on those guys. Just get ready. If I get any updates, I'll definitely share them with you guys. If there's something to be on the look for, I'll share them with you. I'll give you those tips. I think that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. If you have any questions, anything like that, hit me up. Check out the Angry Geek Show. Jeremy and Lewis, those guys are awesome. Comic Book Illuminati groups. Check those pages out on Facebook. You can check out my groups, Comic Book Lovers Buy Sell Trade. They're also great groups to go and just chat about comics, share pickups, things like that. Those are all fun things to do. Once I hit my 200 subscribers, I will be giving away some stuff, 2 free clean and presses, and possibly another item to go with that. So, you know, get your friends subscribing, and we can get closer to giving that away. I really want to do that for somebody, so just, you know, share, like, whatever we got to do. Let's boost it up. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I'll share when I get something else, and peace. Have a good one.